Hello guys, welcome back. In this section of the course, we are going to talk about Einstein Model Builder. What is Model Builder? As the name indicates, it is used to build models. So if you have to create any custom models or you want to link your own models, bring your own large language model, you can do that using the Model Builder. Under this section, there are two basic objectives that we need to achieve. Number one is identify the business requirements under which we are going to use a model builder. So you need to understand when are we going to use model builder. And the second important thing is we need to know how to configure standard, custom, or your own large language model in this model builder. So we are going to see that in this particular section of the course. Now, one important thing I want to let you know that the org that we have been using till now does not have this Einstein Studio in which the model builder is available. But you don't worry, I'm going to give you an access to another org which has this Einstein Studio and through which we'll be able to access model builder. So the first thing is you need to go over to trailhead.com. So we're going to go ahead and go to Trailhead, and over here I'm going to go to trailhead.com and log into Trailhead. So connect over there and then go to credentials and certifications. Now I could have given you a link as well to directly go to the playground, but the reason is I'm not sure if this link will be valid 2-3 years down the line. So I'm telling you how to access this org. Okay, so go under the credentials, go to certifications, and then under this, if you scroll down under the administrator credentials, you see this AI specialist. So this is the specialist exam that we are preparing for, and there are two trails that are available. One is a trail mix, and then there is a module available. Now I have covered pretty much everything that you need in order to pass the exam. On top of it, if you want to prepare extra, you can go through this trail mix. It is up to you to go through the trail mix, but as part of the exam, I have covered everything that you need to know in order to pass the exam. So here you go over to Drive Productivity with Einstein AI, click on that. And then if you scroll down, come over to this section, which is called as Setup and Use Einstein Copilot. And then here we are going to see a data cloud, connect data cloud to Copilot and prompt builder. So click on this one and get started with data cloud and AI. And here, this is your org. Now you can connect your playground and you can set up your org, but this is the way to access this org. And this org, I believe, is available for 14 days. So whatever you have to build it quickly so that you don't lose whatever you have built. Okay, here I'm going to go and log into this org. So this is my username here. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to login.salesforce.com. And here I'm going to provide my username and login. Now this is the org which will have access to Einstein Studio. So here I'm going to click on the app launcher and I'm look for Einstein Studio, and that studio is available, and this is where you can configure your models. Okay, so there are two basic type. One is predictive model and the other one is generative AI model, and we are going to see the difference in a minute. But through this is your model builder. You can understand how to create a predictive model. If you want to create a generative model, you can click on this add foundation model button here, and you'll be able to create the generative model. And if you want to see the existing models that are there, here is the list of all the models that are available. If you want to create your own model, what you can do is you can open up an existing model and customize few of the items and create your own model. Whichever models are available under this model library, these are the same models that will be available in the prompt builder. So I'll show you how to get to that. So we'll go to setup and we'll click on prompt builder here. So we'll go ahead and click on prompt builder. And let's click on new prompt template, and I'm just using some test one here. Let's say the object that we choose is case, and let's say name, just a random thing. So here you see all the models under this list from the model library. If you have created your own model, then those will appear under this custom. So I have created two models similar to the Azure model, but now those appear under the custom list here. So this is how you can create your own model by clicking on these buttons. or you can change an existing model. Let's say I go over to this particular model and I go to you have configured the models, and you can see here this is the model which is configured under here. And let's say we go to new configuration and we change few of these things of this model. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the temperature, increase the frequency penalty, and also I'm going to increase the presence penalty. So we'll go ahead and save it. We have to add a new model here, so I'm going to go ahead and enter my model, Deepika, increase temperature, presence penalty, and more. And here I'm going to go ahead and click on create model. Now this model that I've created will be available in this list here now. So just reload it just to make sure. And now you're going to see a third model under the custom list, which is we just created. So I'll go over here and let's go to the, okay, so it didn't create the new one that we just created, but that's fine. Test, API name is test2, and then object is case, and here is the description. Next, and over here if I go to custom now, I should see 3 models, and this is the one that I just created. So you can either use an existing model, add some parameters to it, and you can create your own custom model, because it's going to behave slightly different, because it's going to take, it'll have more creative, because you've increased the temperature, you have increased the frequency penalty and the presence penalty. So the response that is going to give would be slightly different than your original settings of that model. So this is how you can create a custom model. Now if I go back here, you can also debug the model, and you can also change how many responses you need per prompt. So let's say if I ask this particular prompt, what all topics are required for AI specialist, and let's go ahead and click on generate. So it's going to give you a response based on these temperature, frequency, and presence penalty you have selected. And if I have changed these settings from 1 response per prompt to, let's say, 2 or 3, it will give me 3 responses. So I'm going to go ahead and click on generate, and you will see 3 responses given by this model. Let's see what's in debug. So in the debug, you can see here it tells you about the temperature, it tells you your frequency penalty, it tells you about presence penalty. So all of that is there, and the feature ID, all of this is there. This is your model that you're using behind the scene. I'm going to refresh this. Okay. In the settings, I'm going to change the response to 3, save, how to pass Salesforce AI specialist certification. Okay, and hit generate. It's going to give you the response here, and it's going to give you 3 responses, and you can decide which one is the right response and all that. That is what is controlled through this settings here. And if you want to, so you can see here response number 1, response number 2, and response number 3, and this is what there. Now if you want to debug it, you can see here it provides you that, okay, this is your temperature, this it is generated, it also detected the toxicity detected. If you remember, in the when we were talking about the Einstein Trust Layer, there was a section for toxicity detection in the response journey, and that is what it is telling you, that is toxicity detected, there is a flag, and the value of that flag is set to false. And these are the parameters. This is your question, and now it has these answers available based on what settings you have done. So you can also debug your model within here. You can change how many responses per prompt, all of that, and you can create your own custom model by changing few of the configurations that we changed, temperature and all that. And once you create your custom model, it will be available under the prompt builder to pick from. So this is about the model builder, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.